Going to bring up third down, another third and long opportunity for the Sagehens. First time was a read option by Hernandez, and he scampered for the first down. And they're going to have to draw something up here. Third and about 6 for the Leopards on the opening drive. Hernandez rolls out to his right, being chased in the backfield, and he's going to get brought down. A great job there for the Sagehens. Alden Kling getting the sack and is mobbed on the sidelines. Big stop there for the Sagehens, and a big play by the sophomore defensive end, getting some game time here on that defensive line, and that's going to force the first punt of the night. Punting from their own territory, Duncan Lee back to receive for the Sagehens. Sagehens like to get after punters, and McConnell just barely missed it. But this is going to give some room for Lee, and he takes off down the right side. And he's forced out of bounds right about the 50-yard line, and that'll set up the first drive of the game for the Sagehens.
How much time is on the clock? I think I missed 11:19.
And back for the Sagehens at the starting quarterback position, number 16, Grady Russo. Missed the last couple games with a lingering leg injury, but he's back now for the Sagehens. And he's going to keep it on the first one. Cuts back and is brought down. Looks like Tagaloa there, first on the scene for the Leopards. Good play for Russo in his first game back for the Sagehens. Nick Kim was filling in admirably for the Sagehens during that time and even came away with a big road win over Chapman in their last timeout that put them in pole position to at least get out of the Sun Division. But none of that happens without a victory here tonight over the Leopards. Russo fakes a Susank, looking downfield, firing, has a wide open Matthias Olsen, and he connects. And Olsen is in. Touchdown, Sagehens. Russo to Olsen. And that did not take long. Grady Russo, welcome back to the party. Connects with Olsen for a big strike on their opening drive. That's exactly what you want if you're Pomona-Pitzer and Brian Carroll, the offensive coordinator. Early lead as Jack Walker looks to tack on the extra point. He does into the tree. 7-0 Pomona-Pitzer early. What a start for Russo on his return to the field here at Merritt. And in that last game against Laverne was an interesting game for the Sagehens, where they just were bit by the turnover bug. Russo did have a good night in that one, 9 of 16, 151, 2 touchdowns, but it was an interesting game. A lot of fumbles for the Sagehens. They kept it close late. In a game where you look at the stats, you don't really understand how it was a 27-20 game. Ultimately, it was a one-score game, and Laverne probably had a little bit of confidence coming to this one, thinking that they can stay with them, but they're down big, not big, but down early, and they're going to have some work to do. But a good return by Laverne, and that'll get them started right before the 30-yard line. They'll set up second drive of the day. So it was Hernandez and McCown. McCown's still back there. They did manage to move the ball early on in their first drive. A lot of shotgun, read option looks, inside zones. And it looks like they're going to stick with that. It's McCown off the edge. Glasscock first on the scene, hits him, but he doesn't go down. McConnell there to clean up the mess. And a decent first down scamper for McCown. McCown again getting the bulk of these carries. And his stuff looked like Gorman was in there. As well as a couple more linebackers for the Sagehens, including George Cutting. So it's going to bring up 3rd and short. So 3rd and manageable situation here for the Leopards. They line up. One back, double wide. Hernandez with the keeper, gets a little gap up the middle, gets the first down and more. Gorman, Yen, and Lee. But that's going to be a Laverne first down. Now a little staggered shotgun formation, a little variation of the pistol, tight end left, 2 wide on the right. Another inside zone to McCown. He bounces off the first tackler and gets some more yards. Eventually brought down, looked like Lee was the last one on it. So McCown doing a good job kind of bouncing off first contact, keeping his legs moving and getting some extra yardage for Laverne. They've been able to move the ball so far in the game, but inside zones against the Sagehens defense is going to be a bend, not break kind of game for the Sagehens, where as long as they don't let up the big play, it's going to be hard for them to continue to do this. And McCown again bounces off Glasscock, first one there, but group of Sagehens gets there. McCown looks a little shaken up. Looks like an injury on the field. And we'll step aside as we check on the injured Leopard. 7-0 in Pomona-Pitzer, first quarter. Clock's rolling too. And we come out of the injury timeout. It's going to be 3rd down and about 4 for Laverne. Next second drive of the first quarter. Hernandez in the shotgun. Takes it, and it looks like we're going to have a flag on the play. It looked like there was some movement from Laverne early. False start on Laverne. 5-yard penalty is going to back him up, and now a 3rd and manageable becomes 3rd and long. That's going to be 3rd and 9, and these are the situations you're going to want to avoid if you're Laverne, especially if they're going to stick with that inside run. But McCown was shaken up earlier in the drive, is not out there right now. It looks like Elijah Duckworth in the backfield, but doesn't get it. Hernandez scrolls to his left, looking for someone, and is sacked on the play. Looks like Kling was in there again, but he had some help from Norris, and the Sagehen defense comes up big again and forces the Leopards to punt the ball away. 6:40 left in the first quarter. And the Sagehens are going to get the ball back. Lee again back for the Sagehens. A good return in his first opportunity. And this one's kicked to him. He's going to try for another return. Go straight up the middle. Cuts to the outside and cannot escape as he's brought down. So gets a few on the return, and the Sagehens will set up again. And Russo and Olsen back out there. So first drive for the Sagehens ended in a beautiful strike from Russo to Olsen. And now if you're Laverne, you got to be thinking about the deep ball here, and that could open up a lot of things underneath. Maybe get the running game open for the Sagehens here. And it looks like they're going to do just that. Looks like Mitchell Rodenbaugh with the carry, the freshman, getting a good chunk of yards on first down. Will bring up second at about 4. And the Sagehens like Rodenbaugh in that backfield, obviously with Dragomer and Susank. But Rodenbaugh, you can expect to get a good chunk of the carries. They like him, a versatile player out of the backfield, can catch, can run routes. One of the bigger backs. And Russo drops back looking for Sander Wimmer and connects with him. And that's going to be a first down for Pomona-Pitzer. Just trying to get that connection going again. And it was Sander Wimmer who was playing the hero role in the game against Chapman, threw for a touchdown, a 75-yard strike to Olsen, and then also caught the game winner in the fourth quarter. So coming off of a big game for Sander Wimmer that garnished him SCIAC Player of the Week honors. And now an inside pitch to his brother, Quentin. That's a nice little option look with a forward pass from Russo into Wimmer. Able to gash Laverne for about 9. This Sagehen team is so dangerous with these receivers. Probably the best receiving core in the SCIAC as you go down the line. Olsen, Wimmer. And Russo's got time, and he's going to dial one up for Olsen again. And he just misses him. Had a step, but couldn't connect. But Matthias Olsen streaking down the field. Tough guy to cover. He'll go up and make the spectacular catch as well. That's going to bring up third and short for Pomona-Pitzer. Quick strike to Quentin Wimmer. And he's a tough guy to bring down by himself. And he shakes a Leopard out of his shoes and goes in for the touchdown. Quentin Wimmer with a dazzling display of footwork. And takes it for the second big play of the night for the Sagehens. Wow, what a move. And that's going to be 13-0 Pomona-Pitzer, as Walker will look to make it 14 with the extra point. An extra point is off the post and no good. So despite missing the extra point, Sagehens up 13-0 over Laverne. So a good start for Pomona-Pitzer. And Russo, again, just coming back and just being a difference maker early for this offense. This is an offense that, frankly, struggled to score points without him. And he's certainly made an impact tonight, finding Matthias Olsen for a big strike, and then 42 yards to Quentin Wimmer. So good early lead for Pomona-Pitzer, and they'll kick things off as Laverne will get the ball again. And SCIAC will kick this one into the end zone. And they'll let it go, bounce right around the goal line. Jack SCIAC taking over kicker duties on the kickoff, going for the role of most athletic kicker in the SCIAC. So Hernandez will lead Laverne out again. It looks like it's going to be Duckworth and Perry in the backfield now for Laverne, going with a two-back look, a king and queen style offense. Duckworth in motion, fakes it, goes to him. And it is bobbled, and it looks like that's going to be called a forward pass. In and out of his hands. Second down and 10. Fakes to Duckworth. Hernandez back. Finds Perry. And brought down pretty quick. McConnell first on the scene for the Sagehens. The Leopards pick up a few. And it's going to be another third down. Laverne's going to have to start taking some chances down the field. A lot of inside zones, a lot of slants and outs, but they haven't really tried anything middle of the field, 10 yards plus. So maybe now's the time to kind of open up the offense. Hernandez drops back, looks, can't find his first read, scrambles out of the pocket. And he's going to scramble it, and he's going to get close. And Alden Kling on the tackle, but it's going to be enough for a first down. It looks like Hernandez is more first look and kind of gets out of there before the Sagehens can get to him in the pocket. But Kling's been all over the field for the Sagehens so far. But Laverne with another first down. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 39-yard line. They're going to pass it again. Hernandez with time, scrambles out to his left. Still scrambling and not going to go far. He is taken down by Ben Porter in the backfield. Another sack for the Sagehens defense. And, Hernandez is trying to look downfield, but a little indecisiveness from Hernandez. You're not going to have a ton of time, especially once you start scrambling and break the play. These Sagehens defensive ends, outside backers are coming. So you're not going to have a ton of time to improvise. And it's going to bring up 2nd and 15. And it looks like Duckworth's going to get the carry and can't get past the defensive end. Ethan Norris doing a great job reading that. And that's just a great play by the defensive end. His main job is to contain there, not let that halfback get to the outside of him and force a tough decision on Hernandez whether or not he's going to put that ball into the gut of Duckworth or pull it and try to make something happen on his own, and was able to make him think about it to the last second and still able to bring down Duckworth in the backfield. So just a great job by a defensive captain for the Sagehens, and that's going to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense is going to pin their ears back and get to the quarterback. Hernandez escapes for now. McConnell closing, and he just chucks this one out of bounds. So a good hurry by McConnell, forcing Hernandez to throw this one out of bounds, and that's going to bring up 4th and long and force another punt for the Leopards. So 1 minute to play in the first quarter. Leo get his 3rd punt attempt, and Susang just barely missed getting a piece of that. And it's going to be a short punt for the Leopards, and they're going to down it right about the 43-yard line for Pomona-Pitzer, and they'll start 1st and 10. Russo out there, Rodenbaugh to his right. And it's going to be a give to Mitchell Rodenbaugh. Makes a good first move. And then it's brought down for a decent gain of about 3. So we'll need one more snap before we can wind this one down for the end of the first quarter, but a good start for the Sagehens so far. Russo and Rodenbaugh. Wimmer in motion. Looking for an inside pitch, and he's going to get pressured and able to give this one away, and now it's called as an incomplete pass. So not calling intentional grounding, calling Quentin Wimmer in the area for that one. So now with the clock stopped, 16 seconds. It's going to be up 3rd and about 7 for Pomona-Pitzer. So pass play here for Russo. Drops back, rolling to his right, looking back over for a screen. It's set up nicely for Rodenbaugh, and he's got a lot of room in front of him, and he is gone. Perfect play call for the Sagehens on the screen. Mitchell Rodenbaugh. Touchdown, Pomona-Pitzer. And you probably couldn't ask for a better first quarter than that as we look at this play again. Perfect screen set up. And the Sagehens will look to tack on the extra point. Walker missed the previous one. And this one goes into the trees and good. So 4 seconds left in the first quarter. The Sagehens lead at 20-0. Suzanne getting ready to kick this one away. And it's a knuckleball. This one looks returnable. And it will be. A pretty good return for Laverne as they'll start right around the 29-yard line, and that'll bring this first quarter to a close. And what a return for Grady Russo and the Sagehens. 3 touchdown passes in the quarter as Pomona-Pitzer will go into the second leading 20-0. That's good. And as we get started here in the second quarter, it's a good opening run for Laverne. Perry in the backfield. Haven't seen McCown again since his injury. Hernandez gives to Perry. Perry bounces out to the outside. It's hit, and there's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Sagehens. Charlie Russo getting in there, stripping the ball from Perry on the hit. And it looks like it was recovered by Luca Milano. And the Sagehen defense comes up big. Clear fumble and recovery there, and the Sagehens will take over 1st and 10 on the Laverne 38-yard line. And boy, just everything going wrong for Laverne at this point. And Russo back with Rodenbaugh, fakes the handoff, sets back the pass over the middle. And too far for Quinn Wimmer. Good coverage on the play by the Laverne defense. But Russo doing a good job kind of standing tall in the pocket. Not really scrambling out, feeling comfortable, letting his tackles kind of give him time. 2nd and 10, rolls out to the left. Design quarterback run. He cuts back and he's got some room in front of him. Brought down the play. And that's a first down for Pomona-Pitzer. So Russo doing it with his legs as well. And he pitches his mount to Rodenbaugh around the right side. Brought down quickly, though. But Delonte Moore. So up 20-0 here in the early in the second quarter. And they'll split out quads to the left. Wimmer solo on the right. This could be a fade opportunity for Sander. Nope, they're going to go with a screen over to Rodenbaugh. And he's got a lot of real estate in front of him. Breaks it to the outside. Easy first down for the Sagehens. So a healthy dose of Mitchell Rodenbaugh for the Sagehens in the first half. I think a lot of this is just kind of reintroducing Russo to this offense after he's been absent for the last couple of weeks. And they're doing a good job of that. And Susang breaks one up the middle. And it looks like he's in. So Jack Susang with a good run and is in for the score. So the Sagehens opening up the lead. 26 looking for 27-0 early in the second quarter. Pretty much getting whatever they want on offense. And that one's good from Walker, so 27-0. Early in the second, the Leopards are going to have some work to do if they want to make this one a contest. And a delayed ball falls off the tee. Susang will re-tee this one up. This one goes into the end zone for another touchback. Hernandez in the shotgun. Will give to Duckworth. Brought down quickly. Maybe got one on the play. Look like Ben Porter first on the scene. And is rolling out to his left, fires incomplete. Takes a big shot though, but delivers a strike to Julian Martinez, and that's going to bring up third and manageable for Pomona-Pitzer, for Laverne. Just going to see if Laverne can get anything going here. A lot of these throws have been 5-yard outs. Not a ton over the middle, but then you open yourself up to a bigger chance of being deflected or intercepted. Hernandez is just going to keep this one and try to get it in a good dive at the end there, and he may have gotten enough for the first down, and it looks like he did. So credit to Hernandez there. Duckworth up the middle. Good initial burst. It was about 4 or 5 yards before he got first contact. And it's not really like the Laverne offense hasn't had first downs or was moving the ball. It's just been small chunks at a time and not really being able to get anything of substance out of the offense. Meanwhile, on the other side, the Sagehens have been kind of scoring at will. So we'll see if they can put anything together here. Second and medium. And he's met immediately by Ethan Norris. So Duckworth may be getting one. And that's going to bring up third and about 3. See if the Sagehen defense can come up with a stop. Laverne's been going with a lot of inside zone and read options, letting the quarterback make the decision. Kind of in that formation now. And he does give it to Duckworth, goes to the outside, cuts it upfield, and it's enough for another first down for the Leopards. Fresh set of downs as the Leopards look to get in the Sagehen territory for the first time tonight. At their own 48. They give to Duckworth again, up the middle. Stopped pretty quickly at the line, but he does move into Sagehen territory at the 49-yard line. Gain of a couple. Second down and about 8. Hernandez again to Duckworth. And gets a few and then is met by the Sagehen linebackers, McConnell. Looks like Amaru Kona in there as well. And it's going to be third down and about 3. They've pretty much just been running inside zone the entire drive. Duckworth's been able to gash a few and bounce to the outside, getting small chunks at a time. And Hernandez is going to keep this one, and he's not going to make it. Norris was there along with McConnell. And that's going to bring up fourth down. It's going to be decision time for Laverne. At this point, you probably just want to go. And it looks like the offense is going to stay out on the field. Hernandez back with Duckworth. Sagehen defense creeping up towards the line of scrimmage, and that's going to force a timeout from Laverne. Wait, maybe I think they're going to give them the timeout. Yes. So the head official was getting ready to call the delay of the game, but then awarding the timeout to Laverne. So we'll take a break, and when we'll be back, it'll be 4th and short for the Leopards. 4th and short for the Leopards. Sagehens defense looking to make a big stop and get the offense back to Russo. Duckworth behind Hernandez. It's another zone read and another first down. So credits to the Leopards. They've been steadily driving down the field. Been doing it at a very slow pace, but this healthy dose of kind of inside zones have been working, at least until that moment. And it looked like George Cutting just brick walled Duckworth there. So maybe one. As you take another look at it, just ran into a wall of defenders. It's pretty much just going to be 2nd and 10, maybe 2nd and 9. So the Sagehens defense is saying had enough of that inside zone, going to force maybe a different play call from Laverne, but not going to fix what isn't broke if you're the Leopards. And they drop back to pass with Hernandez. Hernandez looking deep, and he's going to take a shot and overshoots everyone. Look like Ramos Kamaka deep, but nothing doing as it sails over the head. The Sagehens playing a 2-safety deep look. And now with that shot on 2nd down, brings up 3rd and long, and you're probably looking at another pass play. At least to pick up a decent chunk of it so then you can go for it on 4th. So probably don't need it all and aren't going to get it all with the play clock winding down at 1. Hernandez gets the snap off. Quick screen out to the left and brought down pretty quickly. Gus Burns out there quick. Looks like Jimmy Rumsey with the catch, but brought down immediately, and it's about 4th and 6, 4th and 7, and we'll run off and staying out there, and they're going to go for it. So just over 4 minutes to play. And Laverne with their 2nd, 4th down of the drive. Hernandez drops back to pass, looking, scrambles, runs into McConnell, and the Sagehens stand tall on 4th down and give the ball back to the offense. So it's been a little bit since we've seen the Sagehens offense out there. We'll see what they can draw up. As this defense will take a well-deserved rest. But how long will it be? The Sagehens have been able to strike quickly. Dishes this one out to Quentin Wimmer. He's going to look to pass. And he's just going to tuck it and take the loss of yardage. So a little bit of trickery there from the Sagehens offense, going with a halfback pass with Wimmer back there. He has been known to throw that before, and that has worked in the past, but come up empty here with a loss of about 5. So now 2nd and 15. And the offense will have some work to do. Rodenbaugh motion. Russo rolling out to his left, looking, scrambling, gets out of trouble for now. Pumps down the field and is able to get outside the pocket and out of bounds, avoids a hit and avoids my photographer. So a good chunk of that yardage back brings up 3rd and manageable. 3rd and about 2, maybe 3. And you almost want to see just Russo make good decisions at this point with his first game really back and healthy, scrambling out of the pocket, not take any unnecessary hits that he doesn't have to, especially with a 27-0 lead. Fires one outside to Wimmer. Wimmer with a move inside and is brought down from behind. That's going to be another Sagehens first down with Jamar Brown bringing down Wimmer. But a good job by the Sagehens getting 2nd and 15 and been able to pick up the first down pretty easily. So now with the fresh set downs, 2:25 left. Run the option, inside pitch to Wimmer. They've run that twice now with that option to the outside and able to pitch it inside to Quentin Wimmer. It's a very easy completion for Russo. So you start inching towards the 2-minute warning. Or 2-minute timeout, as the verbiage suggests. And they're going to try to get a playoff before that. And doesn't look like they'll be able to. So we'll hit the 2-minute timeout here in the first half. Sagehens up 27-0 over Laverne. And coming out of the 2-minute timeout, 2nd down for the Sagehens. Russo out there with Susank. Pitch to Susank. And his legs get chopped down. It's going to bring up 3rd down. With Zepeda on the tackle. And 3rd and short, Sagehens waste no time. Get it straight to Russo. Cuts to the outside. Good block by Wimmer. Good block by Olsen. He's going to get a 2nd block. Russo cutting back, and a big gain on the quarterback keeper. And might bring up 1st and goal right around the 10-yard line as the Sagehens are knocking on the door again with 1:30 left in the first half. Russo, Susank in the backfield, shotgun formation. Pass, quick pass, and it's over the head of Sander Wimmer. So incompletion brings up 2nd down and goal. 1:10 to play. Same exact play over to Sander Wimmer, cuts back in, and that's going to be another touchdown for the Sagehens. Grady Russo with a 4-touchdown first half. See, finds Sander Wimmer on the bubble screen. And as easy as you like for Pomona-Pitzer, takes a 33-0 lead. Walker will look to make it 34, 1:02 left to play here in the first half. The Sagehens have blown this one wide open. And the kick is good. So how Russo's done in his first game back from injury, 12 of 16, 210 yards, 4 touchdowns, and it's the second quarter. So I think the offense is pretty pleased to have Grady Russo back throwing around the football. Quentin Wimmer leaving receivers with 71 yards and a touchdown. Rodenbaugh with 67 yards and a touchdown. Olsen, 49 yards and a touchdown. Sander Wimmer with his touchdown there and 23 yards off 2 catches. Pretty good half for the receivers in Russo. Susank will kick the ball that kind of squibs down to the 20 and not a ton on the return. So just under a minute left to play. Laverne will get the ball back. We'll see if they can do anything with it. Down 34-0 in the second quarter. I believe that is Brian Rudden now at quarterback, and he's going to take his first snap and fires over with a completion to Ramos Makaka. So maybe with Rudden more of a throwing threat for Laverne. So run the 1-minute offense now. As he fires again, and it's complete, but immediately tackled by Thomas McConnell. So not a ton of space for Juan Gutierrez. And looks like the Sagehens take a timeout, trying to get the ball back again. So when we return, it'll be 3rd down and 4 for Laverne. Third and 4 for Laverne. Pomona-Pitzer looking to get the ball back and maybe adding on even more to their exceptional first half. So Rudden back to pass, looking, scrambles out, fires to the sideline, incomplete. Looking for Ramos Kamaka. And Laverne's going to be forced to punt with 39 seconds left on the play clock. The Sagehens do like to block punts. That is one of their specialties. It's usually McConnell in the middle who gets a ton of them. And this one's a high snap. They're going to get a chance at it, and it's punted away, but a short one. And Duncan Lee lets it go, and it's going to be right at the 50-yard line. So 30 seconds to go. The 50-yard line, and the Sagehens will look to try to make it 40 in the first half. Russo back to pass, looking to the outside, finds Quentin Wimmer. Quick completion, 5 seconds off the clock. Russo drops back to pass, finds Matthias Olsen over the middle, and gets out of bounds. Another small chunk of yards. 19 seconds left. Russo back to pass, looking, firing, just out of the reach of Matthias Olsen. They were dialing up a deep ball there and just out of the fingertips. So a couple plays only left in the first half. Russo rolls to his right, getting pressured, and is going to end up getting sacked. And Walsh is going to call a timeout so they can have at least one more play left before halftime. It's about 4 seconds left on the clock. And we'll see what the Sagehens can dial up in the last play of the first half. As we mentioned previously already, an exceptional return for Grady Russo at the quarterback position. 222 yards so far in the first half with 4 touchdowns. And Quentin Wimmer, 78 yards receiving off 7 receptions. So overall, very good night for Pomona-Pitzer as we approach the midway mark of the game. So it'll be interesting to see kind of what they do here. 5 seconds, they don't have any more timeouts, so they're just going to have to heave this one to the end zone. So it's going to be a jump ball on the left side, but you got a lot of big targets out there for the Sagehens. So it'll be interesting kind of to see how this plays out. And Russo throwing up a deep ball. Hit straight up in the air, and I believe it's caught. Did he come down with it? He did. Sander Wimmer, after this ball was pinged up in the air, comes down with it. So the Sagehens, as time expires, completes the Hail Mary to Sander Wimmer. And that'll put a bow on what was a beautiful first half for Pomona-Pitzer, as Walker will look to make it 41. What more could you ask for from the Sagehen offense? And that'll do it for the first half. Your score heading to the locker room, 41-0. Pomona-Pitzer will be back after the break. And we get ready to open up the second half of this SCIAC matchup. The Pomona-Pitzer Sagehens and Laverne Leopards. Huge first half for Pomona-Pitzer with a 41-0 lead, and they will get the ball to start. And it looks like they're going to get a chance to take a kick back. It looks like Rodenbaugh has a little bit of space, gets to the outside, runs out of room. A lot of running, gets to about the 20-yard line, maybe the 19 when it's all said and done. And the offense will get back out there. A lot of offense for the Sagehens from Russo, and it may be looking like his night is over. So that might explain why they wanted to go get a timeout, get the ball back, because they only planned on giving Russo a half here with the big lead. Get him as many looks as possible, because it looks like Nick Kim is starting the half at quarterback for the Sagehens, number 14, and his first action will be given to the running back. Looks like Brennan Dragamer. And it is not, actually. My apologies. It is Finn Cooper, number 24, not 29. So Cooper and Kim. And Kim fires a strike, picked up cleanly, low throw, but a good grab and a first down as he finds Kim's first completion to Joaquin Valdez. Kim, another carry to Cooper. Cooper bounces to the outside, but brought down after a short gain. So second down and about 11. Trips right. Kim looks that way, pumps, and dumps it off. It looks like Yaffe Cotton getting to the outside and pushed out of bounds. So a good completion, but not a ton of yards after the catch. And they'll bring it about 3rd and 7. So Kim directing traffic. Drops back to pass, quick throw out, and it falls incomplete. Looking for George Blue. And it looks like the Sagehens are going to get their first punt of the night, as Walker will go in to kick this one away. So the Leopards come out against kind of the second stringers for the Sagehens to start the second half and get a stop. So Laverne is going to get the ball back and a chance to strike first in the second half of play. And it's not going to be a great punt, and this one's going to even bounce backwards. There'll be a little bit of confusion as the Leopards guy touched the ball. And they're going to say that just because the Sagehens touched the ball first, Laverne could go in and try to pick the ball up and run with it without the fear of fumbling it. Even if you touch it and it's mishandled, once it's touched first by the punting team, you're going to get that down marker no matter what. So it's really, the Sagehens are asking for the ball back, but officials doing a good job kind of explaining that, the rules of downing the football on a punt. So the first carry of the half looks like it goes to carry, I believe. No, I'm sorry, it's Duckworth. Doesn't go too far, and it looks like Brian Rudden, who finished the half for Laverne at quarterback, is going to start the second half at the quarterback position. Had a couple throws at the end of the second quarter. Maybe they'll try to open things up a little bit here. Or we may see another steady dosage of Duckworth up the middle. And a surprise snap to Rudden, and he throws it quickly, and it is complete, and a good play, but a fumble. And it looks like it's picked up by the Sagehens. So Charlie Russo forced the first one, picked up the second one. I didn't exactly see who got ahead of it. We take a look at it again. And a good completion initially, but then bam, the ball comes out and immediately falls into the arms of the Sagehens, and they'll take over with their second forced fumble of the night. And Finn Cooper with a good carry up the middle. And that'll be another first down for Pomona-Pitzer. Cooper again up the middle to the 35.
Holding, number 88, offense, 10-yard penalty, repeat.
We figured it out.
So the holding penalty will set the Sagehens back. And it looks like Carson Green now getting some snaps at quarterback. More of a rusher, but has kind of weaved his way into the offense, taking some snaps with quarterback position. And he fires this one over the head of the intended receiver, Joaquin Valdez. Green remaining at quarterback, third and about 13. Motions out Cooper. And it's QB draw up the middle. Green looking for the first down. Is brought down just before, be about the 36-yard line. Bring up fourth and about 6. We'll see what they want to do here. Offense stays out. Carson in shotgun. Takes it, looking to his left. Flings one out and goes up and makes a spectacular catch. Oh my goodness. So on 4th down, they dial up a fade, and Jackson Walker, with an exceptional catch, goes up and mosses his defender for the 1st down. 1st and goal. Sagehens going quickly. Green with the keeper. And it's brought down. Going back to that play, just the depth of this receiving core. Bringing in some guys who don't always get a shot, and then you just dial up a fade. And one of the best catches you'll see all week, maybe all season. Well, we've seen some catches from Matthias Olsen and Quentin Wimmer, and that one's in the conversation for catch of the year for the Sagehens. But 2nd and goal now. And that's going to be a movement penalty on the Sagehens.
False start. 72. Offense. 5 yards. 2nd down.
So false start. We'll back him up. Second and goal from about the 10-yard line. Green out to the left and brought down. Bring up 3rd and goal now. Green in the backfield with Colin Goman. Motion over. Green drops back to pass, looking to the outside, firing. Incomplete, but a penalty flag flies as there was contact on the route. And looks like this is going to be a pass interference in the end zone. So it'll set the Sagehens up nicely with a 1st and goal.
Pass interference. Number 21. Defense. Ball will be spotted at the 2-yard line. Automatic. 1st down.
So Satan's struggling to get the ball in the end zone, but we'll have a couple cracks at it from point-blank range. Just about 6:30 left to play in the 3rd. Sagehens knocking at the door. Goman and Green. And it's going to be Carson Green looking for the end zone. Gets stopped again. So 3rd down again and goal for the Sagehens. Green steps back, looking for a receiver, fires to the end zone, and just out of the reach, and it's going to be 4th and goal. So, and it looks like they're just going to settle for a field goal here after not being able to punch it in after 1st and goal from the 2. So, bittersweet 3 points for the Sagehens as Walker will look to extend the lead. And the kick from Walker is good. So 44-0. Pomona-Pitzer leads with about 5 minutes, 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Take this one out of the end zone. Running to the right side. Gets a decent chunk of yardage. Get down at the 26-yard line. Looked like Ronald Rupke on the return. And Laverne will take over 1st and 10. Perry on the carry, but not too much. Room to work with there as he gets tackled for a very short gain on the play. Second and 8. Fake to Perry. Rolls out with a nice completion, and that's going to be a first down for Laverne. Julian Martinez with the catch. And while the Leopards haven't really been able to pass the ball against the Sagehens defense, only about 35 passing yards after that completion on the day. But another strike to the outside. And a good play on first down. Little 5-yard stop for the Leopards. So at least keeping the ball moving forward for Laverne. So Rudden working with second and short. Perry behind him in the backfield. Perry gets the carry up the middle. Bouncing off a few Sagehens tacklers. And eventually brought down as they pass midfield. And Laverne will get the play in Sagehens territory for, I believe, only the second time. Just about 2.5 to play. Left in the third quarter. Rudden in the backfield again, gives it to Perry. Same play. And he is bowling his way forward and just comes up short of another first down. It'll be second down and short. So a couple of good carries by Perry and the Leopards offense as they're putting together a little bit of a drive. Looking for their first points of the night. And I know the Sagehens defense would really like to get another shutout. I know Coach Walsh would be proud of his defense to put up 0 points at home at Merritt Field. But Laverne in Sagehens territory, and they give it to Perry again up the middle, who's going to get the first down. So a temporary stoppage in play, not quite sure what that was for, but head official keeps the clock rolling now. Another give to Perry up the middle. And the defense comes up strong there, clogging the hole as they send Perry backwards. And now a little bit of pushing and shoving by both teams, a little frustration on the Leopards side there. They thought that that was kind of late contact, kind of throwing Perry to the ground after the whistle had blown, but referees don't find anything too serious about it. So we'll just have second down as we get under a minute to go in the third. And Run looks back to throw, and he fires it. And it is complete on the slant to Julian Martinez. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter, but the Leopards threatening for the first time in tonight's game. And we'll go to the fourth quarter. Sagehens up 44-0. Leopards knocking on the door. And to start the fourth quarter, 1st and 10 for Laverne inside the 20. Rudden changing the play at the line. Duckworth in the backfield after Perry got him down to there, and it's Duckworth back there, and they're going to throw this one towards the end zone. Was it complete? It was, so touchdown. Laverne on the fade. Rudden to Juan Gutierrez. So the shutout is over, and the first play of the fourth quarter goes down as a passing touchdown from Rudden to Gutierrez. So 44-6 to start the fourth. It was a good fight by the Sagehens defense while it lasted. And now Laverne hurrying some players onto the field for the extra point. And the kick is good, and we've got some extracurricular activity on the end of that play. So someone's going to get hit with a flag. You can kind of feel that coming. Just the frustrations boiling over for Laverne. They've had a couple chippy plays on that last drive.
Personal foul, number 71. Penalty will be enforced on the kickoff.
So personal foul is going to go against Laverne. And these two teams, very close campuses, rivals, and there was some pushing and shoving kind of on some later plays earlier in that drive, so not surprised by that personal foul, but hopefully that's kind of the end we'll see of that, just as both teams can try to cool down.
No roommate in the gate for that.
So if you're taking away a little victories for Laverne, they do manage to score the first touchdown of the fourth quarter. You can get the goose egg off the board, so 44-7. And the Sagehens will get the ball back. We'll probably see a healthy dose of Carson Green at quarterback. And running back by committee. And Rodenbaugh will get a chance to return this one. Deep in his own territory, breaks it outside. Gets it right around past the 40-yard line. So good return from Mitchell Rodenbaugh. So Sagehens will take over 1st and 10 on the 40-yard line, and Nick Kim back at quarterback for the Sagehens. So any running play now is more than likely going to be by Cooper, as Kim, not exactly a run-first option for the Sagehens. More of a thrower, pocket passer. And that's what he's going to do, is he looks over the middle, finds his target, and still on his feet. And that's the first career catch for Grant Walsh. And that would be son of John Walsh, the head coach for the Sagehens. So I don't know if Walsh, who typically calls the plays on the defense, might have whispered in Brian Carroll's ear there and drew one up for Grant, but nice to see Grant getting his first action as a Sagehen. This one's going to be up the middle for Noah Willingham. So a lot of first years now into the game for Pomona-Pitzer. Walsh getting his first catch, Willingham getting his first action at running back. And now Gavin Mathan coming for quarterback solo, getting a rotation of players in for Pomona-Pitzer. And that's going to go down as, I believe, a backward pass. So it's going to go down as a lateral, and they're going to lose yards on that. So it's going to bring up 3rd and long. Nathan's still a quarterback. So his first pass didn't really go the way he anticipated. Although it actually won't go down as a pass. Technically it'll be a fumble, so. He'll give this one off. Not able to find the corner was Noah Willingham. That's going to go 4th down and a punt for Pomona-Pitzer. So Laverne going to get the ball back.
think the Sagehens just content with letting the clock tick here. On away by Walker. And this one's going to be down right around the 15-yard line. So Laverne will take over, 1st and 10. 12 minutes to play in the 4th. First pass just a bit high as Rudden was looking to the outside. That'll bring up 2nd and 10. Rush to Duckworth. Gets free a little bit, and first on the scene, Will Bennett for the Sagehens making the tackle. That'll bring up 3rd down for Laverne. Run will look to throw, getting pressured. Throws just over the head of Duckworth, so the Sagehens defense holds. Laverne will punt the ball away. This one away to Duncan Lee, and he'll get a chance to return it. As he reverses field and goes to the right, has blockers in front of him. Gets a good chunk of yards and out of bounds at the 35, and we have flags all over the field. 4 or 5 flags out. And I don't think they all saw the same penalty. So they'll try to figure out what we have here. There's definitely going to be a hold.
That'll be accepted, 15 yards.
So about 3 penalties against Laverne there. One of them is going to be accepted, a personal foul. And that'll just march the Sagehens down the field a little bit further. And we are now getting ready to start the drive. 1st and 10 from about the 21-yard line. Straight rush up the middle from Hunter Merkel, a new quarterback in for the Sagehens, a freshman. I believe that's the 4th new quarterback of the game for the Sagehens. Or 5th, actually, now that I think about it. So everyone getting a turn here for Pomona-Pitzer. 4th quarter, 10 minutes to play. Merkel gets the snap, rushes. Finds the edge. Getting down right about the 10-yard line. Should set up 1st and goal. Or maybe it's just going to be just short. Just short. And it looks like we're going to pause for an injury timeout. So it'll be about 3rd and 1 when we come back. And 3rd and 1 just outside the 10-yard line for Pomona-Pitzer. Merkel staying in at quarterback. Merkel gets the snap up the middle. He'll definitely get the 1st down, so that'll set up 1st and goal for Pomona-Pitzer. As they are looking to put up a 50-burger here at home against Laverne. And he reaches out over the goal line. They said he was stopped short, so 2nd and goal from the 1. And they're probably just going to go quick here and try to get Merkel to score. And now he'll come to the side, and they bring in Mathan. So Merkel gets him to the doorstep, and as Mathan comes in, looks like they're kind of in another QB draw formation. And it's going to be a false start. So you get to the door, and you take a couple steps back. So we'll be at the 6-yard line. And that maybe changes the play call. Maybe it doesn't. Doesn't really look like it. Same formation. Probably just going to run straight ahead. And they do. And he is stopped right at the line of scrimmage. So it'll bring up 3rd and goal. Mathan back again. Looking to throw, and he does. And it is complete for another Sagehens touchdown. Mathan to Noah Willingham for his 1st career touchdown for Pomona-Pitzer. So congratulations to Willingham as the Sagehens put up 50 against Laverne, currently 50-7 as they look for 51 on the extra point. And the extra point is good, so 51-7. A deep kick was taken out of the end zone by Laverne. It actually makes pretty good yardage out of it, getting to around the 30-yard line. That's where the Leopards will take over. 1st and 10, down 51-7. About 7:40 to play in the fourth. I think at this point for Laverne, probably see just a good dosage of some runs. Being kind of, well, here's a good stat for Laverne. They're actually out rushing the Sagehens 113-111. So, and it's going to add to that as Perry kind of breaks free. And he's going to rumble down the sideline and stay on his feet. So biggest gain of the night for Laverne by far. And so still, obviously, getting whatever they can. So that rushing total is going to go up a lot more than what it was previously. So, yeah, 141 rushing yards now for Laverne off 36 attempts, averaging 3.9 per carry. So, honestly, it hasn't really been a terrible rushing night for Laverne. 4 yards a carry is not bad at all. But haven't really been able to do anything with it. They've had a few drives they've been able to sustain with those runs and move the chains, but couldn't really get anything out of it. And now that's the Sagehens defense is kind of playing a little bit more relaxed, getting a couple people who don't see a ton of snaps on defense and getting a little bit more success, but Laverne averaging 4 yards per play, and that's going to be a false start on Laverne. But the Sagehens with 324 passing yards, 111 rushing yards, have thoroughly dominated this game. 435 total yards for Pomona-Pitzer to 212 for the Leopards. It's really just been all Sagehens for all 4 quarters, but still a lot to work on for both teams here, trying to get people some looks. A run off the right side for Duckworth. plows into a few Sagehens. It was Jonathan Curry and Leo Riles. But it looks like Duckworth got the worst of that collision as he remains down. And that was a pretty big collision as Duckworth went straight down into Riles. But then we'll take a break as they check on Duckworth. And just to give you guys an update on kind of the situation unfolding, was Elijah Duckworth was the injured player for Laverne. Chose not to show the replay of it. Was an obvious kind of head, neck injury. Went straight into one of the linebackers with his head down. Did have to get carted off of the field, but did give a thumbs up. So good news for Elijah Duckworth, but he was sent off on that play. So they're now ready to resume action. Coming up on 5 minutes left to play, and it's going to be Perry on the carry. And Perry immediately with a big chunk of yards. So Laverne will set up on the 15-yard line, 1st and 10. 4.5 to play. They're looking for their second score of the game. Second and 4. It's going to be Perry up the middle, moving the pile. Looks like he's going to get the first down, so 1st and goal for the Leopards on the 5-yard line. Where's that horn coming from? Is it just like a noise maker? I'm trying to figure it out.
I have no idea.
Yeah. So Laverne trying to cap off their night with their second score. Coming up on 3 minutes left to play, 1st and goal. Perry in the backfield. And run goes to number 11, Julian Martinez, for the touchdown. So the Leopards will cut into the lead here deep in the 4th quarter. It's going to be 51-13. So a good end to the game for Laverne. And after this extra point, we can assume the Sagehens get the ball back and just burn out the remainder of this one. Kick is up and good. A good return for the Sagehens. by Jackson Irons. 2:46 to go. Sagehens will take over. We'll probably just run this one out. F.A. Cotton in the backfield. Should get a few carries before this one's all said and done as we wind down the Saturday night here at Merritt Field. So looking ahead, the Sagehens now are within one victory away from representing the Sun Conference in the SCIAC championship game. As F.A. Cotton gets this one on the outside. Breaks down, gets to the outside. And they will host Cal Lutheran for their last regular season home game next week, 7 p.m. Saturday night. And if they win that game, it'll all depend on CMS and Chapman, who will square off next week to see who's going to come out of the Surf division. I know the Sagehens would love another crack at CMS, as would Chapman love another crack at Pomona-Pitzer, handing them their only conference loss of the year. And that'll bring us to the 2-minute timeout, and we'll be right back with the final 2 minutes of this one when we return. Two minutes left to play. Cotton still back there for Pomona-Pitzer. He'll get the carry up the middle, and he breaks free. F.A. Cotton not done running yet as he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And they may, it looks like the Sagehens are just going to run, and if Verne can't stop them, they have no problem putting up another score. Oh, I didn't even see the flag. And a holding call all the way back. No one saw the flag. The two teams were getting ready to snap the ball, and the official's calling a holding penalty. So that'll bring things all the way back to the 39-yard line. So wipe out that big play by Cotton. But it was a good run nonetheless. And the Sagehens will get in victory formation, and we're just going to ride this one out. So a couple knees will do it. Looks like we'll need at least two more knees, and then that'll close things out. So it looks like your final score here at Merritt Field is going to be 51-14 in favor of Pomona-Pitzer. As I mentioned previously, we'll have a showdown against Cal Lutheran next weekend. And with that win, the Sagehens will end the year at Redlands. But will secure a berth in the SCIAC championship game with a win next week. And they'll need to take one more knee here, and that'll do things from Merritt Field. I've enjoyed calling this one for you. The Sagehens offense gets back on track with Russo as they put up 51 points in a victory over the Laverne Leopards. And as the two teams rush the field and get ready to make this one official,
That'll do it for us from Merritt Field. I've enjoyed calling this one for you. We'll see you same time next week.